Namaste. The India-Pakistan war, or whatever limited it was, has stopped after a ceasefire declaration by the United States. And it is very surprising that for the 3 days and leading up to those 3 days, there was so much war hysteria being built. Modi had threatened that we will pursue the perpetrators of the Pahalgam attack to the end of the earth and whatnot. And India struck the terror camps inside Pakistan, but then a war pursued in which there were losses on both sides. Human lives were lost, precious lives, especially along the line of control on both sides, and of course in other areas. And it is now reported by Reuters that India has lost at least one Rafale aircraft, if not more. Some reports say they have lost 3, but at least one Rafale has been lost. This is for sure. And Pakistan has also lost some aircrafts, and also they have suffered attacks at airports. So the war was getting into a phase where both countries could have lost human lives and infrastructure, and they would have to be prepared for a long haul, because recently we have seen that the wars don't end easily. The Russia-Ukraine war is going on now for 3 years. The Israeli aggression on Gaza is also continuing for more than a year and a half, and there is no end in sight for both these wars, and therefore it was quite likely that this war could also have gone on for quite some time. But United States intervened, and it looks like it had an important role to play, because Mr. Modi yesterday has said that India will not give in to the Pakistan nuclear blackmail. Now this means that there must have been a threat from Pakistan to use the nuclear weapons. And United States is rightfully claiming that it has averted a nuclear war. And it was probably the $1 billion loan which was given to Pakistan at the IMF, which has done the work. I mean, there must have been a deal that Pakistan will get this loan, but in return it will have to stop the war. And India was convinced, and in the end it was an anticlimax, because the report says that the Director General of Military Operations in Pakistan called at 3:35 p.m. On 10th of May, and India agreed immediately for a ceasefire. Now this looks suspicious, because this decision to start a war or to stop the war cannot be taken at the Director General of Military Operations level. It is a political decision. And before the political leadership of India or Pakistan could say anything, Donald Trump claimed that it was the US mediation, and after a long night of talks where leaders of both countries were involved, that finally it was agreed that a ceasefire would be put into effect. So the war hysteria suddenly went away, and there was an atmosphere in which everybody was congratulating each other. People were thanking Donald Trump, and Donald Trump was praising the leaders of the two countries. In fact, he has mentioned two great nations, India and Pakistan, And obviously United States doesn't see Pakistan as a patron of terror the way India does. And it appears from his statement that the United States still gives equal importance to the countries, maybe slightly more to India, because now India claims to have moved closer to the United States, but we don't know. The way Pakistan has been given the loan and has not been held accountable for what happened in Pahalgam. But if we think about it, Osama bin Laden had taken a refuge in Pakistan, and United States had to enter Pakistan to kill Osama bin Laden. But United States never considered Pakistan a state which supported terrorism, and never punished the government of Pakistan or the military of Pakistan for having given refuge to Osama bin Laden. So a very important question is why is there so much difference between how United States and India look at Pakistan? Although, both of them have suffered because of Pakistan. I mean, the terrorists who attack India and the terrorists who attacked United States, both have been given shelter in Pakistan. And I think the difference is that whereas India sees Pakistani state as a sponsor of terrorism, the United States considers Pakistan as a victim of terrorism. Because if you see, Pakistan has lost many more lives. More than 22,000 civilian deaths have taken place in Pakistan because of terrorist incidents. I mean, equal number of terrorists have also been killed. That is a different matter. About 7,000 security personnel have lost their lives. But these figures are much higher compared to the Indian figures. So Pakistan has suffered heavy losses due to terrorism, and probably the government has no control over terrorists. The military and the ISI do seem to have some kind of links. If we are to believe the reports, the Pakistani generals have apparently attended the funeral of terrorists who got killed in the Indian strike at 9 places. But there is obviously a difference in the way United States and India look at it, and both entered Pakistan to strike terror targets. But in the case of India, it became a war between two countries, whereas United States just went, killed Osama bin Laden, and went out. And the relationship of United States and Pakistan has continued. They enjoy a good relationship, whereas India's relationship with Pakistan have been soured, and today we don't have any diplomatic relations. So we must think about it. We also must consider how Manmohan Singh dealt with the terrorist attack in Mumbai, which was a much bigger attack than the one on Pahalgam. He was under pressure to respond, and especially from the right-wing political party in India, the BJP. But the calm Manmohan Singh did not respond militarily. Instead, of course, diplomatic relations were shut off. But he pursued a peace process through which the relationship between India and Pakistan had started to becoming normal. And in the next 6 years of Manmohan Singh, there was no attack. So we must learn from these two approaches to terrorism emanating from Pakistan. One is that of the United States and the other of Manmohan Singh's government. And Modi government must rethink its strategy. Whatever Mr. Modi say, but the fact remains that Kashmir has suffered because of terrorism. India and Pakistan fought war, have achieved a ceasefire, but the problem of Kashmir has not been solved. And another terrorist attack could take place in Kashmir in the future, small or big. There is no guarantee. Therefore, unless the contentious issue of Kashmir is resolved between India and Pakistan, the problem of terrorism is not going to go away. So the Modi government must rethink its strategy, rather than saying that we will just talk about terror and the Pakistani occupied Kashmir. I think they have to open up for dialogue on all issues and reach an amicable settlement with Pakistan, so that relationship starts becoming normal, and slowly the two states can together eliminate the problem of terrorism. Thank you.